Welcome back to the Business Ignite podcast, where we light the fire for business growth and marketing success. Your hosts, Ethan Walker and Samantha Reed, bring you the latest trends, expert insights, and actionable strategies to fuel your business journey. Let's ignite your potential.
Hey there. You know how everyone's always saying, just get your business online. Like, any website is better than none.
Right.
Well, today's deep dive is going to make you rethink that whole free website thing. And trust me, this isn't just about like, oh, you get limited features. You know, we're going way deeper than that.
Yeah, it's easy to get caught up in that initial, oh, it's free. But what we're really talking about is the foundation of your online presence.
Okay.
And that foundation, that has ripple effects on how easily customers can find you, what they think when they land on your site.
Right.
Even like how much Google trusts your content.
Okay, so no pressure on the website then.
Right.
I'm already seeing a theme in the articles and research you shared. It's like this hidden cost of going the free route that most people, they don't even realize it until it's too late.
Yeah, it's a classic case of you get what you pay for, but like in the digital world.
Right.
What's so fascinating is that a free website can actually work against you.
Really?
Especially with like how Google ranks websites.
Yeah, the Google factor.
Right.
Always got to keep Google happy. All right.
Always.
But I thought Google was all about, like, good content is king, you know? So how does a paid website factor into that?
So think of it this way. Google's ultimate goal is to connect searchers with the most relevant and trustworthy sources, right?
Right.
A paid website, especially one that has its own like custom domain name,
Right.
that signals a level of commitment and investment that a free generic website just doesn't.
Oh, okay.
You know?
So it's like saying, hey, Google, look, I'm serious about this business. I'm in it for the long haul. And Google's more likely to be like, okay, cool, I'll bump you up.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And longer domain registrations, which are more common with those paid sites.
Okay.
Those actually indicate to Google that you're more likely to like stick around and invest in quality.
Gotcha.
And better search rankings, obviously, that means more potential customers, clients finding their way to you.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not just about Google, right? It's about how customers, how clients perceive your business too.
Totally, yeah.
Like we judge a book by its cover to some extent, right?
Yeah.
And a website. I mean, that is the digital storefront.
Absolutely, yeah. There's like almost a subconscious bias that comes into play.
Yeah.
Imagine like you're searching for a product or a service and you find two businesses and they seem pretty similar. One has this sleek, professional-looking website, its own domain name.
Right.
The other one is this very basic free site. You know, it's got the platform's name right there in the URL.
Yeah.
Which one just instinctively feels more credible, more trustworthy?
Yeah, I know which one I would click on.
Right.
It's like the free site makes me wonder, are they just starting out?
Right, exactly.
Are they not taking this seriously?
Yeah.
And I mean, honestly, first impressions, that's everything online.
Huge. Yeah, absolutely.
If you don't capture someone's attention.
It all ties back to that perception of investment.
Okay.
You know, 95 Visual, one of the sources you shared, they actually found that statistic percent of consumers are more likely to trust a business with a professional-looking website. They see it as a sign that you care about your brand, about your customer's experience.
And isn't that what it's all about? It's like building that trust, that credibility. It's starting to feel like, even though a free website seems like, oh, this is an easy win in the beginning.
Right.
It could actually be holding you back in the long run.
100%. Yeah. It's like building a house on a weak foundation.
Oh, okay.
You know, it might stand for a while, but eventually
Right.
you're going to run into problems.
Yeah.
A paid website, it's about investing in a solid base that will actually support your business as it grows.
Okay, so we've talked about Google. We've talked about customer trust. It's got to be more to it than that, right?
Yeah.
What are like some of the other hidden costs that people should be aware of when they're even just considering a free website?
Oh, there's like a whole other layer of hidden costs that often people don't even realize until they hit a wall with their free site.
Yeah.
Things like limited functionality, design constraints, even potentially like revenue loss from having a free website.
Okay, now you're talking my language. Because when I hear like limited functionality, I'm thinking, is my website gonna like crash if I get too many visitors.
Right.
And that's not a good look.
No, not at all. And that's a valid concern. Free websites, they often come with very limited bandwidth and storage space,
Okay.
which, that can lead to those slow loading times, maybe even site crashes,
Yeah.
and just generally a really frustrating user experience.
Yeah.
And remember, in the online world, speed is king.
Oh, 100%. We're all used to lightning fast websites these days. I mean, if I click a link and it takes more than 2 seconds to load,
Right.
I'm out.
Exactly. And you're not alone, right? Studies have shown that even a 1-second delay in page load time can lead to a significant drop in conversion rates.
Really?
So not only can a slow website hurt your brand image,
Right.
it can also directly impact your bottom line.
Ouch. Okay. So it's a double whammy.
It is.
I want to avoid that.
Yes.
Okay, but let's say, I'm willing to overlook the speed bumps. I'm scrappy. I'm just starting out.
Sure.
I need to save money wherever I can.
Yeah.
What about the design limitations?
Yeah.
Aren't there, ways to make a free website look at least somewhat professional?
There definitely are. And, a lot of these platforms have decent templates, but you're often limited to, their preset designs.
Right.
Functionalities. Think about your own brand. You're unique.
Right.
You have a story to tell. You have a vibe,
Right.
that you want to convey. A free website, it can be really tough to, truly stand out from the crowd.
Yeah.
And, really showcase that personality.
Right, because it's not just about having a website.
Exactly.
It's about creating an online experience
Yes.
that really represents your brand and resonates with your people.
100%. Yeah. And that's where those design limitations can really hold you back.
Okay.
Imagine you want to add a really cool specific feature and
Yeah.
maybe an interactive quiz or a custom booking form. A lot of these free website builders, they just don't offer those options.
Right.
Or they make you pay extra, which kind of defeats the whole purpose, right?
Right, exactly. So you might end up spending just as much,
Right.
if not more, trying to cobble together this
Exactly.
Frankenstein website.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
And even if you are okay with the basic design and the layout,
Okay.
you're often stuck with the platform's branding on a free website.
Oh, right.
So you might have their logo in the footer.
Right.
Or it might say powered by, whatever platform at the bottom,
Yeah.
which, can make you look not as established, not as professional.
Yeah, it's you're trying to create this high-end fashion brand,
Yeah.
but you're only allowed to use fabrics from the discount bin.
Yes. 100%.
It's just not going to,
It's not going to hit the same.
it's not going to have that same impact. Speaking of impact,
Yes.
let's talk about potential revenue loss.
Ah.
Because, a free website, again, it seems like a good way to, save money initially, right?
Right.
But it can actually limit your earning potential in the long run.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's something I think a lot of people don't even consider.
Yeah.
How could a free website actually lead to me, losing money?
So for one, a lot of these free website builders, they don't even allow you to sell products or services directly through your site. You might be able to list your products, but then your customers would have to go through a third-party platform to actually make the purchase,
Right.
which can lead to a really clunky checkout experience.
Right, because the user experience is everything these days.
If
If it's too much of a hassle to buy from me, I'm gone.
Exactly.
I'm going to your competitor.
100%. And even if you're not selling physical products, right?
Okay.
A free website, it can limit your ability to monetize your content in other ways.
Okay.
For example, a lot of these free platforms, they don't allow you to run ads on your website.
Oh, interesting.
Or they require you to display their ads, which can be super distracting to your visitors.
Yeah.
They can really detract from your brand message.
So not only are you missing out on potential revenue from running your own ads,
Right.
but you're also potentially turning off customers.
Yeah.
With these irrelevant ads. It's I don't know, it's you're trying to build this really nice luxury hotel.
Right.
But then you plaster the lobby with discount airline posters.
Exactly.
It's just it's not the vibe.
It clashes, yeah. And here's another revenue-related thing to think about. Email marketing.
Okay.
Building an email list is so crucial for any business
Right.
that wants to nurture their leads, promote their products, drive those sales.
Right.
A lot of these free website builders, they either don't offer email marketing integrations at all,
Oh, wow.
or they like severely limit your subscriber count or like your sending capabilities.
Right. So you're kind of like handcuffed. When it comes to like actually growing your audience
Yeah,
and connecting with them directly,
exactly.
you're at the mercy of this like free platform.
Yep.
Okay.
And without that robust email marketing strategy,
Yeah.
you're missing out on one of the most effective ways to drive traffic to your site,
Okay.
to build customer loyalty,
Yeah.
and ultimately to increase those revenue streams.
Okay. So this is all starting to paint a pretty clear picture here.
Yeah.
While a free website might seem appealing, like in the short term,
Right.
it can actually create some pretty significant roadblocks
Yes.
to your long-term growth and just your profitability as a business.
It's like the old saying goes, you have to spend money to make money.
Right.
But in this case, it's more about making like strategic investments in your online presence that will then pay dividends down the line.
Okay. So let's say I'm convinced.
Right.
I'm ready to like ditch the free website,
Yeah.
invest in a platform that's actually going to help me achieve my goals.
Love it.
What are like the practical steps involved in making that transition?
Yeah.
It seems kind of daunting, to be honest.
Yeah. No, I get it. It can feel like a big leap,
Right.
but it doesn't have to be this like painful ripping off the Band-Aid kind of thing. It's
Right.
more like taking the scenic route, you know?
Okay.
It might take a little longer, but the views are way better.
I like that.
Plus, like, remember all that amazing source material you shared?
Yes.
It's loaded with like practical tips for making this transition smooth.
Exactly. It's like having a roadmap.
Instead of just like wandering around hoping for the best.
Totally.
And the first like landmark on that roadmap is figuring out your budget.
Okay.
How much can you actually invest
Right.
in a platform that's going to help you achieve those goals?
Right. Because investing is the key word here. Right?
Yeah.
This isn't just another expense. It's about putting resources into something.
Exactly.
That's actually going to help my business grow.
Yeah.
But how do you even begin to like wrap your head around budgeting for a website?
Yeah. So start by thinking about it like you would any other important business decision.
Okay.
Right. What are your must-haves versus your nice-to-haves?
Right.
What kind of return on investment are you really hoping to see?
Right.
And once you have that clear picture of like your priorities,
Right.
your expectation, then you can start researching different platforms.
Okay.
Compare pricing plans and see what fits.
So once you have like a budget in mind, what's next?
Then it's time to choose the right platform for your needs.
Okay.
And this is where things get really fun because there are so many options out there.
That's where it gets overwhelming.
Yeah.
It's like walking into a bakery with a million different cakes
Right.
and being like, I'll take one.
Exactly. But think about it this way. What kind of cake are you craving?
Okay. Yeah.
Right. You looking for something simple, elegant,
Right.
or something super bold and decadent?
Yeah.
Choosing a website platform, it's kind of like that. It comes down to your taste,
Okay.
your needs, the features you're looking for.
So are there like, I don't know, any platforms that stand out as like particularly good choices?
Absolutely, yeah. So WordPress is a popular one,
Okay.
known for its flexibility, its customization options.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the DIY option.
Okay.
You have a ton of control, but it might require, a little bit more technical know-how.
Right. Yeah.
And you have platforms like Squarespace, Wix.
Yeah.
Super user-friendly,
Right.
drag and drop interfaces. They're great for beginners.
Okay, so if WordPress is like baking a cake from scratch, Squarespace and Wix are kind of like using the cake mix.
Exactly.
Huh.
Still delicious, but,
Yeah.
a little less work involved.
Right, right,
And then, of course, if you're planning to sell products online,
right.
you'll want to look into platforms like Shopify,
Yeah.
which are specifically designed for e-commerce.
Okay.
They offer those integrated payment gateways,
Right.
inventory management, secure checkout processes, all that good stuff.
Okay, so once you've like chosen your platform, you're ready to start building, what are some like, I don't know, key things to like keep in mind to make sure that this new website is actually a success?
One thing that's like absolutely crucial is SEO.
Yes, SEO.
Search engine optimization.
Right.
Remember how we were talking about like Google sees those paid websites
Right.
as like that signal of quality?
Yeah.
Well, SEO is how you make sure that Google not only sees your site, but understands what it's all about.
Right, because getting found by Google is like essential, especially when you're a new website, you're trying to like get your name out there, but SEO can feel like a whole other language.
It can be intimidating, but it's really about making your website easily digestible for search engines.
Okay.
So start by thinking about like, what are the words and phrases that your target audience would actually use
Right.
to search for a business like yours? Those are your keywords.
Okay. So if I was a customer and I was looking for your services,
Yes.
what would I type into Google?
Exactly. And once you have a good list of those keywords,
Okay.
you can incorporate them into your website's content,
Got it.
your headings, even your image descriptions.
Oh, wow.
This helps Google understand what your site is about, who it's for,
Right.
and then it's more likely to show up in those relevant search results.
So it's not just about creating like great content.
Right.
It's about creating content that's also optimized.
Yes, 100%. And then on top of that, don't forget about the user experience.
Oh.
Google is paying attention to how long people are staying on your site.
Oh, wow.
Are they clicking on links?
Right.
Are they finding what they're looking for?
So it really is about creating that website that's
Yeah.
that's informative, it's engaging,
Yeah.
but it's also easy to use. It's enjoyable to be on.
Absolutely. And remember, building a successful website,
Yeah.
it's ongoing.
Right.
It's not just a one-time thing.
Yeah.
You got to stay up to date on those SEO best practices.
Okay.
Keep your content fresh, make those adjustments as you go.
It's like tending a garden. You got to nurture it, you got to prune it, you got to make adjustments along the way.
100%. And just like a garden attracts bees with its, colorful blooms,
Right.
a well-designed website, that attracts visitors.
With its amazing content.
Yes.
Easy to use and it looks great.
Exactly.
Okay, so as we're like wrapping up this deep dive here,
Yes.
what's like the one key takeaway
Yeah.
you want our listeners to remember about making this transition?
It's an investment worth making.
Okay.
It's about shifting your mindset from free to value.
Okay, I like that.
A paid website gives you the freedom, the flexibility, the control
Right.
to create a truly remarkable online presence.
It's about building that solid foundation.
Yes.
For your online success. So if you've been on the fence about making that transition, I hope that this deep dive has given you, the insights, maybe a little bit of inspiration.
And remember, the online world is constantly evolving.
Right.
So embrace that learning process, experiment. Don't be afraid to ask for help.
That's such great advice.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining me on this deep dive. This has been really, really insightful.
The pleasure was all mine, honestly.
And to all our listeners, thanks for tuning in. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible in the digital world.
Thanks for tuning in to the Business Ignite podcast, where we fuel your business growth and marketing success. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to rate and review us. It does help others find the show. Don't forget to follow us on social media at Business Ignite Podcast and share this episode with a friend. Keep the fire burning, and remember, your success is just one strategy away. Until next time, stay ignited.